Um, Good morning. Coming to you live from the start of my most traumatic experiences that I am going to be publicly speaking about once I leave this place. Um, my episode of Secrets Worth Sharing, a podcast that aims at bringing serious joy um, to difficult conversations around childhood sexual abuse. Um, I recorded this episode um, less than a year ago, and it's going live on March 3rd. And I haven't really fully confronted what that means for me. For a really long time, I have wanted to tell the story of what happened to me and all of the subsequent things that came along with that. And um, it's happening. And I don't know. I guess I dreamt for a really long time that it would happen in a. I don't know what way it would happen, but this. It is happening. And how do I feel? I've recorded it. I kind of put it aside. Sophia, the host of this podcast, has been super awesome and gracious in contact and checking in as the release date gets closer and making sure that I feel good and safe in the process. And I am forever grateful to her for that. Despite all of that work that she's done, I have still been very avoidant about the whole situation. The day we recorded the actual episode, I was super. The start of it, I felt very disassociated from the moment, but I knew it was something that I wanted to do. I've always wanted to do this. Um, as an internet kid or a computer kid, because it wasn't always internet, but as a computer kid who spent a lot of time, and I still do, trying to find myself and my story reflected anywhere. Um, this was my offering to those versions of me who want to hear and see someone who looks like me sharing this very particular experience. Um, so I'm excited. I'm also nervous about it because for a really long time I have been super private about my life. I have this like I wouldn't call it irrational. I think it's rational. It's because humans can use information that they have about us to cause harm. Um, but I've always been very private, and I don't enjoy people knowing information about me without me being able to add additional color and context and basically control their perception. And this is something that's completely out of my control. We're gonna see how great these mics are if you didn't hear that coming by. But I think I'm also really excited because this frees me in so many ways. Like to me, this is probably like my biggest, darkest secret. It's not. It's just a thing that I talk about with people in my life, but I do think that there's always a part of me that's not free to talk about it, but it feels so important to me. And I know there are other survivors who these experiences don't impact them in the same way, where it's not necessarily their identity, but it is for me. And not that it's my identity, it's just, and down we go. Uh, it's just a big part of who I am. And I see it color almost in everything that I do and I am up until this point. And I'm also excited to be free from it by having it out and seeing what that means for me. I'm standing on the curb because I wanted to get the shot for y'all. Anyway, yeah, the episode's coming. I'll share and post more about it once it's live, and then I guess I'll be back with reflections of what it means to share so much and so little in a brief amount of time. We spent it's probably going to be an hour long. And I think that there's still so much more to share in the experience that I wasn't able to in that form that I'd love to explore here. So, anyway, thanks for listening and hanging out. I'll be back soon. Bye.